Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Take a moment right now and just look around your home. Observe the objects that fill your space, maybe the chair you're sitting on or the fabric of your curtains, maybe even that, humble cabinet in your kitchen. Each one tells a story, doesn't it? A story of where it came from, its purpose, the very materials it's made from. Yet, how often do we really stop and think about the fascinating complexities behind these everyday things? The engineering, the design choices, the historical shifts that brought them here, and their impact on our lives and maybe even the world. Today, we're diving deep into exactly that. We're going to pull back the curtain on the really quite ingenious world of synthetic materials. Then we'll zoom out a bit to look at the huge category of house goods, everything that makes a house a home. And finally, we'll drill down into the essential, often unsung heroes of our spaces, case goods. Our mission, like always, is to pull out the key knowledge and surprising insights from the sources you've shared. We want to give you a shortcut to being really well informed about the hidden stuff, the clever design that shapes our indoor environments. Get ready to discover how innovation meets daily living and how even, simple-seeming items carry a ton of design intelligence, shaping our comfort, our style, maybe even our well-being. Let's jump in. Okay, let's unpack this first bit. Synthetic materials. When we talk about them in our homes, my mind, and I bet a lot of yours too, often jumps to just, plastic, maybe something cheap or artificial. But our sources suggest it's way more sophisticated than that, like a real revolution in home design. So what do we really talk about when we say synthetic materials and interior design?
That's a really key starting point, actually, because you're right. Synthetics sometimes gets a bad rap, like it's automatically less than natural stuff. But what we're exploring here are genuinely engineered materials. These aren't just substitutes. In many cases, they've been meticulously designed, formulated to be superior for specific jobs, offering properties that natural materials just can't match, or at least not reliably. Our sources emphasize that synthetics give designers and homeowners like you this huge range of options, allowing them to create spaces that aren't just beautiful, but also really functional and increasingly sustainable, too. It's about using smart chemistry and manufacturing to get precise control over qualities that nature, sometimes leaves a bit unpredictable.
Okay, so it's less about just replacing nature and more about going beyond its limits sometimes, offering something different, maybe even better for certain things. And it sounds like the big advantage is boiling down to this sort of triple threat: versatility, durability, and cost. Let's dig into versatility first. The sources keep saying synthetics offer a wide range of textures, colors, and finishes. That's more than just like having a lot of color choices, isn't it? It seems deeper for design.
Oh, absolutely. Much deeper than just the color palette. The real magic, I think, with synthetic versatility is their power for engineered mimicry. It's pretty remarkable. These materials can be designed, manufactured to copy with really amazing accuracy, the look and even the feel of natural materials. Think fine leather or luxurious silk or rich textured wood. Just imagine, you could have the look of silk curtains, but they're super easy to clean and won't fade nearly as fast in the sun. Or the texture of rattan, how that can get damaged by moisture or sun. Well, synthetic rattan just shrugs that off. The source specifically mentions synthetic rattan as a great example. And this mimicry, it's achieved through clever manufacturing extrusion, precise weaving, layering things up. It gives designers just an incredible flexibility. You can get these really high-end looks, things that might normally cost a fortune or be bad for the environment if you use the real natural stuff, but now at different price points.
So it changes how you even think about choosing materials.
Exactly. It opens up a whole world of design possibilities that just weren't there before or maybe weren't practical. Designs with less upkeep, longer life. It's quite liberating for designers, actually.
That's really interesting, that they're not just imitation, but they unlock totally new design avenues. It's not just a clever copy. And that ability to perform, to handle tough conditions, that leads right into the second point, durability.
Yeah.
The sources are pretty clear. Synthetics are more resistant to stains, fading, and damage from moisture or sunlight than a lot of natural materials.
Precisely. And this isn't just a technical detail, right? It has immediate real-world benefits for anyone living in a home. If you've got kids or pets or you just don't want to live in a museum where you're scared to touch anything, that extra durability is a game changer. What's fascinating here is how durability transforms the usability of a space, how you actually live in it. No more tiptoeing around the sofa, worrying about spills, or Stressing if the sun hits your curtains just right. Synthetics allow for a home that feels robust, lived in.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're inherently great for high-traffic areas, entryways, family rooms, places exposed to environmental factors, whether it's strong UV light, humidity in a bathroom, constant scuffing, and that means your stuff lasts longer. And it's way easier to maintain. Less time cleaning, less money replacing things. Think about a high-performance synthetic on a sofa. It can handle years of family life, resists spills much better than many natural fibers. That saves hassle, saves money.
Makes total sense. And then the third piece, cost effectiveness. Synthetics are often more affordable than their natural counterparts. Seems simple, but what are the bigger ripples of that for design for us?
The ripples are pretty significant, yeah. It's more than just a lower price on one item. That affordability lets designers hit ambitious looks, get great function, without totally blowing the budget or skimping on quality. And for you, the homeowner, it means stylish, functional, even kind of luxurious spaces are much more reachable, even for budget-conscious projects, as the sources say.
So it makes good design more available to more people.
Exactly. It's a huge factor in democratizing design. Historically, certain looks, certain performance levels were just out of reach for most people. High-end projects only. Synthetics break down those walls. They open things up so more people can create homes that are beautiful, tough, and really reflect them. And that's changed the whole home goods market. Driven innovation, made style more accessible. You can have a home that looks and feels great without needing a massive budget, which lets more people invest in making their living space better.
Okay, so we have this picture of innovation, versatility, accessibility, really compelling. But the sources are also upfront about the environmental conundrum. There are definite environmental considerations with how they're made and disposed of. What are those main concerns, and how is the industry trying to tackle them, moving towards sustainability?
Yeah, and this is a really important question. Can we get all those benefits, durability, versatility, cost, while managing the environmental downside? The sources point out that a lot of traditional synthetics are derived from petrochemicals, basically fossil fuels, which aren't renewable. That's a big one. Plus, making some synthetics can cause pollution emissions, waste products, and then there's a whole issue of them sticking around in landfills or potentially shedding microplastics. These are serious concerns. And they've definitely pushed the industry towards finding better ways, which is the good news. There are huge efforts underway to develop more sustainable alternative. Things like bio-based plastics and recycled synthetics. The goal is to minimize that environmental hit. We're seeing materials made from plants, corn, sugarcane, things that grow back, or clever processes that take old plastic bottles, post-consumer waste, and turn them into durable fabrics or furniture parts.
So using waste to make new things.
Exactly. It's not just damage control. It's rethinking materials from the ground up, balancing performance with responsibility. The future of sustainable design really depends on this kind of innovation, finding ways to get the good stuff from synthetics while ditching the reliance on finite resources and cutting waste and pollution. It's complex, ongoing work, but progress is definitely happening.
That's good to hear. It's a nuanced picture, balancing benefits and responsibility. Now, let's get specific. Let's spotlight some key synthetics that are probably already in our homes, maybe doing important jobs without us even noticing. Let's start with polyester. What's its deal, and where do we usually find it?
Polyester is absolutely a workhorse in home textiles. It's everywhere. It's a synthetic polymer, basically a big molecule made of repeating smaller bits that comes from petroleum chemicals. It's known for being really strong, super durable, and great at resisting wrinkles, shrinking, and abrasion. All things that make it very practical for stuff that gets used a lot.
Okay.
So you find it widely used in upholstery fabrics, sofas, chairs, curtains, draperies, bedding, carpets, and rugs. The source specifically says most beddings use polyester blends, which really shows how common it is because it's comfy and easy care. What's cool about polyester is its textural range. It can be engineered to feel incredibly soft and plush, like a cozy blanket, or it can be made sleek and smooth, like for modern drapes. That versatility helps it fit into all sorts of design styles.
So what does this all mean for us? That cozy blanket, that durable sofa? There's a good chance polyester is playing a starring role, doing the quiet work.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, nylon. What makes it special? Where does it shine in our homes?
Nylon is another absolute powerhouse, especially known for its toughness, extreme resilience. It's a synthetic polymer famous for exceptional strength, great elasticity, it can stretch and bounce back, and amazing resistance to abrasion, to wear and tear. It's made through a process called polymerization, linking small chemical units into these long, really tough, flexible chains. That structure is key to its properties.
Built tough, basically.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, nylon's strength makes it essential for things that face constant friction or heavy use. It really extends the life of textiles and floors. It's commonly used in carpets and rugs. The source mentions a rug made out of nylon specifically, also in heavy-duty upholstery fabrics, drapery linings too. Its natural stain resistance is another big plus for those high-traffic areas. I mean, think about it. Nylon is used in seatbelts, outdoor gear, even bulletproof vests. That gives you an idea of just how incredibly strong and reliable it is, built to last.
Wow. Okay. And then there's acrylic. I usually think of it for clear things, almost like a safer, lighter glass. Is that where it fits in?
Yeah, that's a perfect association. Acrylic or polyacrylonitrile, sometimes called acrylic glass. It does resemble glass visually, but it has key advantages. It's way lighter, much more durable, and much less likely to shatter. Big safety benefit there. It has excellent optical clarity, super clear, lets light through beautifully, and it can be made transparent or in all sorts of vibrant colors. This versatility means it shows up in a really wide, often imaginative range of places in design.
Like where specifically?
You'll see it in furniture, sleek tables, modern chairs, cool shelving units, popular for lighting fixtures, allowing unique shapes, maybe tricky with glass. Also in decorative accents, vases, sculptures. The source gives that fluorescent acrylic glass art example. And even as a smart substitute for glass in windows, partitions, shower screens, its value comes from that mix. Versatility, weather resistance for indoors or outdoors, and importantly, it can be molded or shaped into really complex flowing forms, gives designers huge creative freedom.
And lastly, let's touch on melamine. I know it mostly from kitchen counters, cabinets. Seems like a really practical, hard-wearing surface. What makes it so good for those jobs?
You're spot on. Melamine really shines in those high-use demanding areas. It's a synthetic resin made from melamine and formaldehyde reacting together. Its key features are its exceptional hardness, really good scratch resistance, and pretty good heat resistance too. These properties make it incredibly robust and practical for surfaces that get constant use, bumps, spills, heat.
Makes sense for kitchens and bathrooms then.
Exactly. It's commonly used for durable laminate surfaces on countertops, cabinetry, furniture. You also find it in decorative wall panels, shelving, various storage containers. The big practical win, especially for kitchens and bathrooms, is that melamine surfaces are super easy to clean and maintain. They resist moisture, stains, general wear really well with minimal fuss, so you get a long-lasting, hygienic, and actually quite versatile look. It's a great example of engineered materials making daily life easier.
Yeah, from mimicking luxury to providing just solid, everyday practicality. These examples really show how synthetics are doing so much heavy lifting in our homes, often totally behind the scenes. Ingenious stuff, really. Hashtag what a house is. Anyway, defining your home's essence. Okay, so we've looked at the building blocks, those clever synthetics. But they don't just exist on their own, right? They become part of the fabric, literally and figuratively, of our homes. So let's broaden out now and talk about home goods. That huge category of things that really define a home. Okay, let's unpack this term, home goods. We use it all the time, but what does it really cover? It feels like much more than just, stuff. It feels like the identity of our space.
It really is much more profound than just stuff. Yeah. Home goods is this incredibly broad and dynamic category. It basically covers a huge range of items that are all essential for making our living spaces functional, comfortable, but also aesthetically pleasing and, crucially, reflecting who we are. They play a foundational role in defining the character of a home, embodying its spirit, reflecting the lifestyle, the tastes, the preferences of the people living there. I mean, think about it. Every single thing, from the biggest sofa to the smallest candle, adds to the overall feeling, the vibe, the identity of your personal space. It's not just about function. It's equally, maybe more, about identity, comfort, creating that specific emotional feel in your space, making it uniquely yours.
Right, crafting an environment that feels like you, reflecting your personality, your needs. Our sources helpfully break down these diverse home goods into 4 main pillars. Let's start with furnishings. What are they and why are they seen as the foundation?
Furnishings are the core, the big pieces, the furniture that provides the essential seating, storage, and surfaces in a home. So things like sofas, chairs, all kinds of tables, coffee, dining, side tables, beds, dining sets. The anchors, really.
Main players.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, furnishings are like the skeleton of a home's design. They dictate how you move through a space, what a room is, primarily for relaxing, eating, sleeping. They establish the whole layout. They're not just practical, providing a seat or a place to put things. They also massively contribute to the overall design scheme, setting the aesthetic tone while providing comfort and convenience. They set the stage.
Okay, then we move to decor. This feels like where the personality really kicks in, where a house starts feeling like your home.
Precisely. Decor covers all those carefully chosen decorative items that inject personality, style, visual interest. This is where your taste really shows. We're talking wall art, sculptures, vases, candles, textiles like throw pillows and rugs, all sorts of decorative accessories. Decor is crucial for creating ambiance, enhancing the look and feel of a space. It's how you express your individual tastes, add warmth, personality, character. It's the layer that turns a functional box into a personal haven. Makes it feel lived in and yours.
This is where our homes truly start to feel like ours, isn't it? The decor is like the soul of the space. Makes perfect sense. Now, how do accessories fit in? They sound a bit like decor, but the sources list them separately. Is there a key difference?
Yeah, it's a subtle but useful distinction. Accessories are functional and often decorative items. They complement the bigger furnishings and decor. They're like the finishing touches that pull everything together. Think lamps essential for lighting, but also decorative. Mirrors practical for checking your reflection, but also make spaces feel bigger and brighter. Clocks tell time, look good. Decorative trays for organizing little things. Other accent pieces.
Okay, so they usually have a job to do, besides just looking nice.
Exactly. While they definitely have an aesthetic role, like decor, they almost always serve a practical purpose, too. They help tie the whole design scheme together, maybe highlight certain features, provide light, create focal points. They refine the look established by the furnishings and main decor. And they're powerful because you can change accessories relatively easily and make a big impact on a room's feel without spending a fortune or doing major work.
Got it. And finally, a category that maybe doesn't get the spotlight in design talks, but is absolutely vital: everyday household items.
Yeah.
What falls under this, and why are they important?
Yeah, these are the unsung heroes. This category covers all the essential stuff we use daily to keep things clean, organized, comfortable, efficient. The practical engine of the home. So your kitchenware pots, pans, utensils, plates, glasses, bathroom essentials, towels, bath mats, shower curtains, cleaning supplies, storage solutions, bins, baskets, drawer organizers. What's fascinating here is that even the most, mundane seeming items have a huge impact on our comfort, organization, and just the smooth running of our daily lives. They are truly the unsung heroes of a well-kept home. While maybe overlooked for their design appeal, they're essential for a functional, organized environment. They directly impact how convenient and easy our daily routines feel. A well-organized kitchen just works better, feels better.
All right, we've mapped the landscape. Innovative synthetics, the whole universe of house goods. Now let's zoom in on a really important subset. Case goods. These are the heroes of organization, structure, often understated style. The sources define them as furniture items that provide storage and are typically constructed with solid materials such as wood or metal. Think dressers, chests, cabinets, bookcases. So, if furnishings are the skeleton and decor is the soul, maybe case goods are like the organized, practical brain of the home. Does that track?
That's a fantastic analogy. Yes, absolutely. Case goods are essential for organizing, storing, displaying all sorts of things, while also serving really important decorative roles, too. Their main job is practical storage, which is fundamental for a tidy, functional home, especially these days with all the stuff we accumulate. Being able to store things neatly creates visual calm, reduces mental clutter, makes a space feel more intentional. They're partners in creating a more mindful home, really.
And just like those versatile synthetics, case goods themselves are incredibly versatile, right? Solving that constant need for organization. How does that versatility play out?
Oh, their versatility is definitely one of their key strengths. It's indispensable. These pieces are designed and made in just a huge range of sizes, styles, configurations, tailored for different needs, different spaces. The sources highlight this adaptability. You can get compact nightstands for just the essentials by the bed, or massive wardrobes for tons of clothes. Case goods offer versatile solutions for basically every room and every storage problem you might have. That adaptability makes them foundational in any design project, whether you have a huge house or a tiny apartment, whatever your style is. They're the ultimate spatial problem solvers.
And the main job, as you said, is smart storage.
Yeah.
How do they specifically help us fight clutter and get organized?
Right. The primary function is providing efficient, intelligent storage, and they do it in specialized ways. Dressers and chests, for example, classic drawer space for folded clothes, linens, accessories, keeps things tidy, protected. Cabinets, with their enclosed shelves, can hold anything from dishes and glassware to household supplies, linens, pantry items. Protected and accessible. Bookcases, obviously, for books, but also great for displaying decor, collections, or just open shelving, turning storage into a visual feature. This role in decluttering and organizing is so crucial. It creates that sense of calm and order, reduces visual noise, makes it easy to find things, just makes daily life smoother.
Okay, let's break down a few specific types, starting with maybe the most basic unit drawers. We use them constantly, but how have they evolved beyond just a simple box?
Yeah, the modern drawer is way more than just a box now. Fundamentally, it's still a compartment that slides in and out of furniture. But today's drawers are often little engineering marvels designed for better utility and user experience. They come in all shapes, sizes, materials, tiny jewelry drawers, deep kitchen drawers, usually have handles or knobs, but the evolution is inside and in the mechanisms. Think about soft close features.
And those are great.
Right. Seems small, but stops slamming, protects contents, makes the furniture last longer, adds this touch of quiet luxury and comfort. Or think about all the clever internal dividers and organizers you can get now, transforming a messy drawer into a perfect system for socks or cutlery or spaces. Some have full extension glides so you can easily reach things right at the back. This constant improvement shows how even simple parts are always being refined for better use, better comfort, affect our daily routine.
Okay, next, the wardrobe. Often confused with a dresser, but different purpose, right? How does it differ, and what's its main benefit?
Yes, common confusion, but they are distinct, optimized for different clothes storage. A wardrobe is typically a large, freestanding piece designed for comprehensive clothes storage. The key difference, as the sources note, is that, unlike a dresser, which typically consists of drawers, a wardrobe primarily features doors that open to reveal hanging space.
Ah, the hanging space.
Exactly. That's its main job, providing vertical space for things that need hanging to avoid wrinkles, suits, dresses, coats, blouses. And that hanging space is usually supplemented by shelves for folded items, maybe some drawers, compartments for shoes or accessories. So while both store clothes, the wardrobe prioritizes hanging, essential for keeping certain clothes in good shape. It's like a whole clothing management system in one piece, often a big visual element in a bedroom too.
Got it. And the humble bookcase, you mentioned it earlier, it's evolved from just storage to also being about display and personality. Yeah. Not just for books.
Absolutely true. A great example of function becoming decoration, too. While designed mainly for books' horizontal shelves, vertical support's a key feature is that the shelves are often adjustable.
Right, so you can fit different size things.
Precisely. Accommodate big art books, small paperbacks. But that adaptability is key to its expanded role. You can use it to house collections, display photos, decorative objects, even plants. It becomes a personal gallery, a focal point telling a story about your interests. It's a case good that perfectly blends practical storage with a chance for real personal expression and visual storytelling.
And finally, media consoles. Definitely everywhere now, adapting as our tech changes. How have they shifted from just being TV stands?
Media consoles have really transformed, right alongside home entertainment tech. They started as simple TV stands, but now they're sophisticated pieces designed to hold and neatly organize all our multimedia gear and accessories. They come in tons of styles, sizes, setups, from sleek, minimalist ones that almost vanish to big traditional units.
Designed to hide the mess, basically.
Pretty much. They cleverly combine open shelves for things you need access to, cable boxes, game consoles, sound bars with drawers for remotes and games, and closed cabinets. Those cabinets are key for hiding wires, bigger components, general clutter, keeps everything looking clean. If we connect this to the bigger picture, media consoles really show how case goods adapt to modern life. They're not just holding a screen, they're entertainment hubs, organizing tech, managing cables, and making the living room look better. Proof that practical furniture keeps evolving.
So clearly, case goods are way more than just storage boxes, not just hiding clutter. They're powerful design elements themselves. How do they contribute aesthetically beyond just function?
Oh, hugely. Beyond the critical, practical side, case goods deeply shape a room's aesthetics. Their finishes high gloss, rustic wood, painted color. The hardware sleek pulls, vintage knobs, the detailing. All this defines the mood and style. Classic, contemporary, whatever. Our sources emphasize that a well-chosen piece, a beautiful dresser, a striking cabinet can become a real focal point, draws the eye, showcases craftsmanship, adds major visual interest. They're often substantial pieces, anchoring a room's design. Their material, size, style influences everything else. They add character and quality.
And where you put them seems just as crucial as what they look like, affecting how we move and use the space.
Functional placement is absolutely critical, changes how a room feels and works. You position these pieces strategically, not just for easy access, but to optimize function, improve flow, even make a room feel bigger. Like, a media console doesn't just hold the gear, its placement anchors the entertainment zone in an open plan space, defines that area. Or a stylish bookcase can subtly divide a home office nook from the living room, or dining from kitchen, creating zones without walls. So thoughtful placement affects utility, circulation, perceived space, the overall harmony, makes a room feel intuitive, comfortable.
And the ultimate personalization. Customization. Sources say many case goods can be customized. What kind of options are there, and why is that so important for someone creating their unique space?
Customization is incredibly powerful because it allows for truly tailored solutions, blending perfectly with your specific design vision and lifestyle. You're not just picking from a lineup, you're co-creating.
What kind of things can you customize?
Often you can choose custom finishes, match existing wood, get a specific paint color, a certain level of gloss or distress. You can select hardware, vintage brass, modern chrome, hidden pulls to reflect your style, add a signature touch. And crucially, you can often configure the interior layout. Add shelves, change drawer sizes, put in special compartments for specific things you need to store. The significance is huge. You're not just buying generic furniture, you're creating a bespoke storage and display solution, maximizing efficiency and looks exactly for your home, your needs. It's about making a space feel completely authentic to you, where every piece, even a drawer, fits your style and story. It really empowers you as the designer of your own environment.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means your storage isn't just storage. It's an extension of your personal style, a smart solution for your life, and really an integral part of your home's unique story.
Exactly. In summary, case goods are just indispensable and thoughtful interior design. They offer practical, efficient, often elegant storage, while making huge contributions to both the look and the function of our living spaces. Their versatility, their enduring appeal, the possibility for customization, it makes them essential investments for creating homes that are beautiful, organized, and deeply personal. They are, kind of, the quiet workhorses enabling a home to be both visually stunning and effortlessly functional, bringing order and beauty to our everyday lives. Hashtag outro.
Wow, what an incredible journey today. We started by digging into synthetic materials, their amazing versatility, durability, how they make design more accessible, but also tackling the important environmental side and the exciting innovations towards sustainability. Then we zoomed out to the whole universe of house goods, sorting out furnishings, decor, accessories, even those vital everyday items that keep things running. And finally, we drilled deep into case goods, revealing them not just as storage workhorses, but as crucial adaptable design elements shaping how we live in our homes. Understanding all these connected pieces, from the fibers in your sofa fabric to the structure of your cabinets, really lets you make more informed, more intentional choices. Whether you're setting up a new place, renovating, or just appreciating the often hidden design smarts all around you every day, it's about seeing your home with fresh eyes, recognizing the story behind each thing. So as you move through your own living space today, here's a thought. Which unsung hero, maybe a durable synthetic fabric, a piece of decor that just speaks to you, or a well-designed case, good bringing order, is working hardest to make your home beautiful, functional, and uniquely yours? And how might your choices in these areas reflect not just your taste, but maybe your deeper values, about sustainability perhaps, or craftsmanship, or just the way you want to live? We encourage you to keep exploring, keep questioning, keep diving deep into the fascinating world right there in your own home. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.